Welcome to Nexus Sports and Military Chosen Armored Fighting Vehicle of the Week. Today we'll be covering the American M270 Multi-Launch Rocket System, or MLRS for short, created to change the clear advantage the Soviet Union had over US and NATO forces in terms of rocket artillery. Traditionally, the US favored cannon artillery for its accuracy, but after the events of the 1973 Long-Korea War, which saw a high loss rate from the effects of surface-to-air missiles as SAMs for short, they realized that in the event of a large-scale war across Europe, they would be strategically undermined and suffer a much larger scale of losses. The US, along with NATO countries such as the UK, France, and West Germany, realized they were lacking in the MLRS department and came together to create a vehicle that can match the Soviet Union's M720. In March 1973, the US wrote the requirements for a MLRS with the ability to engage enemy air defense and for counter-battery fire to free the cannon units to provide close support to ground forces. Development began in September 1977 by Boeing and Ford Aerospace, and the production models were delivered in August 1982. The first operational M270 battery was formed in March 1983 at a unit in West Germany, receiving the first model. By 1987, 25 MLRS batteries were in service. Made up of three primary parts consisting of the M269 Loader Launcher Module, or LLM for short, which houses the electronic fire control system, which is mounted to a M993 carrier vehicle, which is the derived version of the Bradley fighting vehicle. Doctrine during the Cold War was for the M270 was the shoot and scoot tactic, with vehicles being spread out individually and hidden until needed. When called upon, they would move into a firing position to launch their rockets, and immediately after expending all their ammunition, they would move away to a reloading point, then to a completely new hiding position near a different firing point. One M270 would have the ability to fire up to 12 M26 rockets, and one MLRS battery consisted of 3 platoons with 3 launchers for a total of 9 launchers per battery, meaning one MLRS battery fired 108 rockets and had the equivalent firepower of 33 battalions of cannon artillery. The M26 rocket has a range of 20 miles or 32 kilometers and is armed with a dual-purpose improved conventional munitions, which are designed to burst into submunitions at an optimum altitude and distance from the desired target for a larger dense area coverage, then detonating on impact. When equipped with an Army Tactical Missile System, or ATACMS for short, the M270 ranges from 103 to 186 miles, or 165 to 300 kilometers. A counter to this though is only one ATACMS fits into the pod compared to the M26 rocket, which can hold 6 standard rockets per pod, and the loader launcher module can hold up to 2 pods. All 12 rockets can be fired in under a minute and can completely blanket 1 square kilometer with submunitions. For this reason, the MLRS is sometimes referred to as the Grid Square Removal System. Its involvement in the Gulf War played a unique part in the new type of warfare, showing how capable and effective it is, with 3 MLRS batteries firing 287 rockets at 24 separate targets in less than 5 minutes. What would have taken a cannon battalion over an hour for the same effect. In early February 1991, the American 4th Battalion of the 27th Field Artillery Regiment launched the biggest MLRS night fire mission in history, firing 312 rockets. When ground operations began on the 24th of February 1991, a total of 414 rockets were fired. Out of the 57,000 artillery rounds fired by the end of the war, 6,000 were MLRS rockets, plus 32 ATACMS. It had a part to play in the invasion of Iraq as well, when in September of 2005, 2 rockets were fired in Tal Afar over 50 kilometers away and hit insurgent strongholds, killing 48 fighters. Countries using the M270 consist of, but are not limited to, the US, South Korea, Italy, Japan, Israel, Germany, France, UK, and Egypt. With a 3-person crew in order to operate the vehicle to its full functional use and a weight of 24.26 tons, this is not a vehicle to trifle with. Its length is at 6.97 meters and width is at 2.97 meters with a height of 2.62 meters. The engine is a Cummins diesel engine which is 500 horsepower and the vehicle has an operational range of 480 kilometers. The average unit cost is no cheap bargain either, costing around 2.3 million. Thank you for watching a short history and brief on the M270 MLRS. We hope you've enjoyed, and if you have, please make sure you like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all military related content we posted, and go check out our site at www.NexusSportsandMilitary.com for free handbooks on AFV, RWA and weapon recognition, along with the latest equipment you'll need to be the perfect all-round soldier.